Hey guys, Indie Prepper here. Quick gear review, or a preview I suppose, on something I just picked up. Just got this along with a lot of other cool stuff in from BUDK just this evening. Middle of a rainstorm here in upstate South Carolina. So I do a gear review on it. I'm going to do this as an opening video. I've not actually opened this thing up yet to see what's inside. So we'll try and do it together, see what my thoughts are. This is Mil-Spec Plus Brands / Adventure Gear Camper's Mess Kit. So, seen these around for a while, little plastic, nesting, everything fits in this nice little packet here. Gear kit for your mess and all that, and I'll probably do another review on the little cheaper Walmart version brand now that I think about it. Maybe not the best for all gear kits and all that, but it was cheap. I think it was 10 bucks basic price. I got it for about $9. I get some discounts and stuff from BUDK, frequent buyer and all that, so I always have a way to get things a little bit cheaper, so thought it was worth picking up. I'd seen them for a while, thought they might be interesting. So let's take the thing apart. Slides out there. Lightweight. Don't actually have the weight on this thing, but weighs, I won't say it weighs nothing, but not bad. Little hole there, little lip in there so you can take the lid off. Let's try and flip that around. Fits fairly secure. That's not bad. Okay, there's our lid, which from what I've heard, you can use this as a food container, that type stuff, or whatever kind of grub you got in there. So, it's alright. Fairly quite thick, actually. You can warp it a little bit, but fairly sturdy. Got the nylon cutting board here, which actually has got some nice holes in it as a strainer. Don't know if you can see that right there. So that's good if you're boiling pasta or rice, something like that, want to get the extra water out. Fairly sturdy if you see that there, so that's not going anywhere. This can be used as a cutting board, prepping type mat, if you will, if you're chopping up some chicken or some fish or something like that. Again, it's not tremendous. It's kind of small, but it'll be alright, I guess. I can boil this fairly easily to get sterilized again. And the little holes here for a drain could be very useful, so not bad there. Put that in the top where it can. Next, we have the folding cup. Now, I've seen these for a while. I've never actually had one. All this is obviously olive drab. Okay, so you got the tab here. Let me try and open this darn thing. A little stiff. That's not bad. So there we go. A little handle with a lanyard hole there. If you've watched my videos, you know how I feel about a lanyard hole. It feels alright. Even with the hot liquid, I think you could hold that fairly well overall. Don't know what the capacity of that is. I may have to get my measuring cup out and figure that out and give you guys another update. But say that's 5, maybe 6 ounces of fluid, maybe. I don't think that's a full cup. It could be, maybe. That might be 8 if you fill it up near the top. So that's kind of interesting. Never owned one of these. So it's got some bridges here on the back side, if you can see that there, to get some grip to pop this thing out. Let's try and close it back up again. Okay, so that's not real bad. Bowl. Little super cereal bowl with a handle. This one doesn't fold out or anything like that. Not real deep. This is not the full-size bowl of cereal you're probably used to in the mornings, but I don't know, for small liquid soup type stuff, you know, keep it hot on the fire, that type of thing, and ladle it out in here. Well, it's going to do okay. Handle seems decent. Quality, again, it's not going to, if this thing is full, it's not going to tip over on you or bend or warp if you're just holding it by the handle. So I think that's decent, I suppose. Seems okay. Not tremendous. I got kind of your average size hand, so there you go. Next, utensils. These nest together, they fold together. It comes a nice heavy little plastic container with a snap cap at the top there. Plastic, but let's see. Let's try and pull this bad boy out. There we go. Let's see, slides upward, I think the knife does. There we go. Come on now. So, little knife with a can opener on it. Now that's cute. Little can opener at the base there. Got a little bit of ridge there on this end. I don't know if you can see that, little serrations, but not on the back side, so that's not going to be good for a heck of a lot. Thin, but fairly sturdy. It says stainless steel china on it, so that's okay. Next, with the fork, let me roll that off of there. It's decent. Small fork. Fairly decent. It's not going to take a whole lot of stress, but for basic camp purposes, I think that's okay. And spoon. This is where you got your little attachments. Not the deepest spoon in the world. It's going to do okay. Don't know how well it's going to do for soups and all, but again, if you're doing a soup, something like this, you can always drink right out of the bowl, I guess. So I think I prefer my big stainless steel Asian style spoons that I got for my zebra pot, but that's alright. Nothing bad there. A spork's going to probably be smaller overall, but at least this gives you 3 unique options there for your standard tableware. And now the final eating bowl. Kind of odd. It's not a full rounded off square. You've got this little angle here. I guess that's for holding it. If it's hot, something like that, I guess. I don't know. Probably preferred if it came all the way out, but I guess this is how you pop the thing off easily. So, seems reasonable. Fairly tough. You know, going to take a fair amount of beating, warping, all that. Now, first thing about this, my first concerns was, well, it doesn't have any metal parts other than this, so you're not going to be able to boil or anything in this. That's true. I've got the cheap little aluminum kit from Walmart and all that. Somewhat functional, but it's thin aluminum, so it's going to bend and warp and possibly get a hole in it quicker than this heavier plastic. Now, am I going to use this in my solo woods kit? No. I'm going to have a bottle I could boil out of, and maybe my little zebra billy pot that I did a review of a long time back and almost nobody watched, but you know, you need something big and heavy to boil and sterilize water and cook things in that's a decent size. I may actually do a re-review of that just to update. It's not bad, especially for, well, I paid 10, but I guess I paid 9 for it, really. Seems decent. Don't know if I'm going to use that plastic container that the fork and spoon and all that came in. These fold up fairly well. Seem fairly well put together. Not going to fall out real easy. Fit in there real nice. And the whole thing, something like that. That's reasonable, I think. For 10 bucks, yeah, that's a fair amount of storage space you've got for food. You've got this trough, if you will. This for holding and cutting things. You could put something on this, a piece of bread, something like that if you baked it. Take that out. Got this one, almost the same size, a little cutout there. You got the cup for coffee or tea or whatnot. I think this would be fine to pour some hotter water in. You know, obviously couldn't boil in it, but I don't think it's going to melt on you if you put boiling water. So there's that. And another bowl there. I think that's a decent amount. You could actually probably use this with 2 people if you had an extra spork or something. I think there's probably enough room in here to do so. The old spork or something, eating tool, something like that. This would probably be decent for 2 people. Yet, would you really want to drink your tea or coffee out of this? Maybe not, but you could. So you could have 2 cups, if you will, and 2 serving plates for your rice and beans or fish or whatever the heck you happen to have. So, I don't know, for 9, 10 bucks, I think it's decent for China made. I'm going to try it out at some point. I think the cutting board's a nice little addition. I hadn't thought of that. And a little strainer, too. That's not bad. That gives me some options. So, anyway, MD Prepper out on the little camper's mess kit. China made rather. About 10 bucks. It's decent. Figured I'd do a video on it. MD Prepper out.